And definitely everybody put in their best. Everybody on the Winspert team and the entire Winspert family, the students, everybody gave all they got in the last 2 months. I think the January and February were the hardest month, not just for the team but for entire Winspert family. We When the news came out in December and then it got called off and then it got announced again, there was a lot of roller coaster situation going on with the TG4. But the way we handled it, the way the grace and integrity and dignity we showed, we did not crumble, we did not deter, we did not give up or panic, or I'd say it was the most utmost display of grace and dignity from everyone's part. And I want to congratulate now more because we have seen the outcome as well. Right after the result, I can confidently say how we handled those 2 months, despite how much scared we were. There was fear for sure, there was anxiety and nervousness for sure, and there were new questions from TG4 concepts in the examination. So they were not joking, even if they announced it the last minute. There were so many questions from TG4. And it was not just that we did it and we just had to finish it for the sake of it. We did it. No. We gave our heart and soul, I think, and blood and sweat, everything into it. The classes, whole week we were having live classes. Almost every single day we were going in. There was not a day we were not working hard. Through ups and downs, through health and sickness, we stuck together. We made sure nobody's backing down. Nobody is okay saying that I can't do it. It's hard. Yes, it was hard, but nobody gave up. So I really want to congratulate us as a team, as a family, everyone, each one of my team member and my Winspert student family of March batch. I want to congratulate and I want to celebrate all of us, because number one is that we did the most humongous and most challenging task by showing grace, dignity, sincerity, and effort. And that alone defines what winners are made of. Nobody in the community talked about it. Forget the classes, nobody wanted to talk about the updated references. Some academies even started to put like, oh, TG is not even that important. Why are you focusing only on TG? Do other things. But we did not listen to naysayers. We did not listen to critics. We only listened to the voice inside us which said, do not give up. You're called for something greater. Show up and do it. And we did it. So I'm really proud of each one of us, how we made that happen and how it translated into success. So congratulations, each one of you. You did the most amazing job. And I think a lot of candidates have joined in. Let me just also check Facebook on my phone if it's going all good. So, all right, I would love to invite today. I'm sure a lot of candidates here are for September 26th batch. Please put down on the comments anyone who's here for September 26th, because most importantly, it's going to be a learning place for you. You're going to be inspired, you're going to be motivated, you're going to get so much understanding and learning from the journey of March winners, how they did it, what were their strategies, and how the program helped them, and what were their routines like, what were their challenges, and how they overcame them. If you have more questions, the speakers would only take 5 to 6 minutes and give them their best strategies to you. But after they're done speaking, and if you have more questions from them, please put on the Zoom chat, and our speakers could like also reply to you on the Zoom chat as well. Okay. All right, so let's go with our first speaker. I would love to invite Bhavya. She not only cleared but also got 4 A's and she helped so many of other peers and other friends, and I guess 8 of her friends and study buddies who were studying with her cracked the examination. Is that right, Bhavya? Bhavya, would you please come on the mic and cam and share your journey? We had a talk on WhatsApp as well, and it was good to know.
Video is not like available, like it's still disabled.
Let me see how we can make that work. Can you see now? I've
Yes,
asked to. Can you
yes,
see?
yes.
Yeah.
Hi all. Congratulations to everyone, whoever has passed this exam in the first or even in the third attempt. I'll say all glory to God only. This is not me. This is definitely, I'll give only credits to God. So I would I would only say that all of my friends have passed, and on the day of results, it was so happy that I didn't even feel like, very happy for my results. But when I saw all of them getting the pass mark, except one or two, but the others all made it through, which we were all very uncertain. This whole TG4 confusion, and it was very hard on us, and it was very hard on ma'am. We had to see her struggle for us. So we thank you, ma'am. Like, I'm genuinely telling each and all, every student in Winspert in March batch were very emotional during that period, and you were holding up for us, and we were also, going through so much. And quickly, I want to share some points that I did. And 4As are definitely God given. It is not my. It's not only my strategy or anything, but I sat for a success meet exactly 5 months before, and I had like people tell me so many things, and I wrote every single notes of it, and I used it, and it definitely works. The first main thing is you should definitely trust Winspert. No other mentor, no comparison, no doubts, no arguments with your study partner or with ma'am or with any other Facebook question apart from Winspert. This is my first and best advice, because the more you start looking at people around, it is, you get very confused with your foundation. Ma'am has a very good strategy to build your foundation. Trust that, trust it to the T. And first thing is, like, always ask your doubts very constructively to her and in the group. Don't like confuse people around, or don't, unless you get a clarity, don't go confusing people. That's all I say. Do good, learn good, and you will be able to do good. Second, I would always say have study partners. This is golden. Like, these things are very important. Without study partners, I don't think I would have been consistent. I don't know if I would even wake up on certain days. Like, it was just crashing in the bed for 3 days, and then my friends like, let's start hot notes reading. So what I did, the strategy was I followed ma'am's plan. Initially, I didn't trust her, to be honest. I was just like, I can't listen to all recorded videos. I need to, do it on my own. And I lost 2 months of preparation. When the success meet hit, people said, no, you need to watch the video. Your foundation is only built on it. And on the day of exam, that foundation just kept coming in front of my eyes. There were scenarios, new scenarios, and I could just hear Jigasa ma'am saying that this is this, that's why we go into this format, and that's how you have to come into this answer. You cannot just mug up any concept. I was very weak student in UG, so I had learned entire dentistry after I came to Winspert. So credits to ma'am. And mainly, your study partner should not be one person, because it is very hard to manage time, and if that person is low, it is very hard for you to stay consistent. Have 3 to 4 people, one for TG, one for hot notes reading and power notes together, one for ICG, and the others are all friends. So any day their doubts, it's still your doubt. You can clarify for them, or you can ask them doubt. Keep it like that. Keep it consistent every day, every single day. I think for 6 months I've been on calls. I am a mother of a 3-year-old, and I have it, and I will tell you, do not hesitate to take help. Whether it's daycare or your parents at home or someone, you need to give the child to them for the next 5.5 months. It's hard for people, but please, if you're at home and preparing, do as much as possible, planning and all, because I did that, and I didn't even sleep with her for 5.5 months, because I used to sleep late, wake up late, and I spent 10.5 hours every day. Then towards the exam, 8.5 hours to 13 hours, because Akas ma'am always told, we had inner circle call. She said, Bhavya, this is a marathon. You cannot go burn out and overwhelm yourself in the beginning. Keep it consistent, practice slowly. Ma'am always emphasizes on eating clean and, doing some workout. So that I did walking till the last, but after TG came, I'm like, I have no time for all that. And then it's wrong on my part. I felt very ill and it was taking a toll on my head. But second, third thing is, after your study partners, put it on the group today itself and find like 4 5 people texting you, and they are genuine friends. Today, till today, we have conversations. I don't have friends other than them who are like so genuine. We have never seen each other. I think today's the first day they are seeing me in person. It was always WhatsApp call. Sticky notes, as much as possible, decorate your wall. This was my wall. If you can like see, I like just wanted to motivate people. So do sticky notes, all your highlights, regimen, perio staging, grading, everything should be on the wall. You don't even have to read them. You just need to put them on the wall. It just goes into your head. And in the exam, it will come. You will know how, where, how to place it. The exam was not easy for me. This was my first attempt. I found out like it was too hard. But I would suggest, apart from the plan, what I extra effort I put was repeated revision, TG 5 times. This TG I was able to do 5 times, 2 times with ma'am, 3 times self on my own. It was hard, but I did. ICG 6 times, trauma at least 10 times, because I was finding new things after the trauma mocks. It was just opening my eyes. All the mocks you have to do, hands down, you have to do. There's no negotiation. And above all of that, live classes is when you start learning to be receptive, learning to ask questions. And I think other points my friends will also be covering, whoever is talking today. So I think that's it for today from my side. That apart from all this, I would just do the subject wise articles that is there in the folder. I genuinely feel that I was able to be sure of my answers. Some of them was only because I read articles, and because one of the success meet last time also, they said that we read articles together. If you could do it with your study partners, well and good. So I hope this much information would have been enough from my side. So see
Yeah.
you all soon, and all the very best for everyone who's writing in September. It is definitely doable, but trust your mentor. Nothing else. Gold standard, and spend time with God. Give him the first hour of your day or first minutes in the day, and you will see the magic throughout the entire process. That was my mantra. Morning is 10 minutes with him, night 30 minutes with him, and in the between it was all jigyasa, ma'am. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Bhavya. And congratulations on how you lifted your own little peer group. Kudos to that. Keep doing the good work.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're a very, very, very bright soul. Keep shining.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. All the best for your part two. And let's move on to our next speaker, Jasmine. Team, could you please request Jasmine to turn on the mic and camera? Hi, Jasmine. How
Hello,
are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much. I still can't,
Congratulations.
thank you. I still cannot believe I have passed the exam. So I think it's going to take a couple of weeks more for it to sink in.
Yeah,
Yes,
let it sink in. It's all yours to enjoy and enjoy it in little moments here and there.
true.
Slow life, slow enjoyment is good.
Thank you so much, and congratulations to all the winners. And yes, so this was a last minute thing because I am a 44-year-old dentist. I have a lot of experience. I've done my MDS. I'm running a business. So this was just because my husband wants to settle there. So this was the exam. I thought, let me just give one try. Um, December, Christmas and New Year happened, a lot of weddings. So, and I fell sick. I had COVID for a month. So, probably mid Jan as well, I started. And I just dived in the deep end, put in probably 10 to 12 hours every day. And I think the schedule was very well set by Winspert, the classes and the notes. One thing I could say that I read TG 4 to 5 times. The first time was I just flipped through like it's a storybook. The second, third time I really studied once with the 10 pages classes that you had every day for us. Of course, then I would print out all these things, your perio, charting, grading, and staging, and then look at it every single day. So my perio, the Carrie is that Ivan's article. Then also our trauma guidelines is something I saw every day. Probably for a month I would have read it 30 times. Yes, you see, the mocks also, all the notes, the files, the mocks. I used to try and do my worst for the mocks, because then I would know where I would really stand, and then I would go back to all your videos, all your notes, and go through those topics again. So if you do your worst for your mocks, it's still okay, because you have all the material that you have there to go back and read and be thorough. Um, Yes, the questions are repeated. There are a lot of traps and twists every year that they change it here and there. But I felt that the exam was taken out from your mocks. So I think that's what everybody was saying, Winspert
Yes.
mocks, the ADC took the questions from Winspert mock. So it was a good exam, and I think you prepared us very well. So thank you so much for everything. And your team also, they helped us. I did see other students who were from other academies there. They were literally in tears because they didn't even know. When I asked them trying to confirm something, they had no clue about it. And that was one of the question that was asked in the exam, and I felt so bad because they had no idea. So yes, we do go very well prepared, and we have everything in our tab or in our phone. So you have everything in one place. You don't have to outside the exam hall. You don't have to stress out. So yes, thank you so much, and good luck to the next batch.
Thank you, Jasmine. All the best to you for part
Thank you.
two and your new life ahead.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Means a lot. Congratulations. Enjoy and bask in the glory for as long as you want. It's yours.
Thank you.
Completely yours. Yeah. Thank you. Kinjal, can we request you to please come and share your story like Bhavya and Jasmine? We'd be happy to hear your story too, Kinjal. Hi, Kinjal. Hi. Could you turn on, team, could you please request Kinjal to turn on the mic as well? I think it's
Yeah.
just her camera. Yeah.
Hi, ma'am. How are
Hi.
you?
I'm good. How are you, Kinjal?
Good, thank you. First of all, guys, I would like to thank ma'am and all entire Whisper team. They support a lot during that TG drama. You all know, like initially they say, "Oh, we are not covering this March," and after they say, "Oh, no, we are covering this March." So, this is my second attempt, guys. After my first attempt, I feel so demotivated, and I message ma'am, can you please give me some motivation? I'm feeling not good, and she gave me like very good motivation, and then I tried again, and sorry ma'am, I make my own schedule, just follow your, because I already went through in my first attempt. So guys, sorry, I want to see my schedule. I made my schedule around like 10 to 11 hours. So I try to revise everything like within 5 months, like 10 times, like TG and like ICG. I try to revise everything like twice in a month. Yeah, everything. And highly recommend it to study partner. My study partner, unfortunately, she couldn't make it, but I'm with her. I will help her like whenever she need any help. Yeah, I highly recommend it. Whenever you need any help, your study partner try to uplift you and try to avoid any negative people around you, because like in this journey you need positive people. Yeah, definitely. And I start again prayer like that. So I try to connect with the God and I don't know how can I make it, but everything works well. Thank you so much, ma'am, about everything. Yeah, we are so blessed. We are working like we are teaching with ma'am. So thank you so much, ma'am. This is it. Like I don't want to say it more. This is all my side. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kinjal. It's beautiful and heartfelt, and I love it how you shared your own story, and it means a lot to
Yeah.
me. Congratulations, Kinjal, for
Thank you
your
so much, ma'am.
success, and all the best for your next part two examination as well.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Kashish, would you please go next? Team, could you please request Kashish to turn on the cam and mic?
Hi, am I audible?
Yes. Hi,
Hi,
Kashish.
ma'am.
Hi,
Hi, ma'am.
congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. First of all, congratulations to everybody who's done well, and a big hug to everybody, who's going to try again next year. We're all with you. Winspert is with you. Everyone's there. So I'll just tell you a little bit about myself very briefly. I'm Kashish. I'm 25. This was my first attempt, but I've been with Winspert since February of last year. I was initially planning to give the September examination, but because of problems with my initial assessment, I had to take a break. I went back to work and then joined back and started my preparation all over again. So I've been here a little longer than some other people. I've gotten used to the Winspert way for long, and I think that was an advantage for me. I have a couple of study tips for everyone. So I would say that firstly, please utilize your resources after you build your brace. The UAF and the UAF2 are gold mines. I can't stress this enough that even though the questions were a little different this time, all of the scenarios and all of the cases we saw, the radiographs we saw, they were all familiar. And that confidence boost is very, very important in the exam. Like when you click the next question and you see something that you've seen before, you're like, okay, I can figure it out. Even though the questions look different, they were variations. There were something, we'd covered in class, which is why when you attend the classes, when you give the mocks for everything, you just keep that in your mind that I know I'm learning this concept, but it can change later. There's this one thing that ma'am says, that don't get attached to your answers, and it is so true. I had to learn it the hard way, and I'll just come to that you have to analyze your mistakes every single time. You can do that cluster wise and you can do that subject wise. Focus on the subjects, focus on, like, my endo and my prostho was very weak, so I especially made it a point to keep going over that over and over again, giving mocks again. And cluster wise, I have this is very messy, but I wrote down the clusters. Every time I would get a score below 70 or 65, I would write that down. But every time I would get 100, I would also write that down, just to kind of motivate me and keep me in check. I would analyze my questions. Am I, misreading a question? Am I missing a keyword? Am I getting confused? Am I making an assumption? And each time that would just teach me how to read the question well. Apart from that, I had a notebook where I would just write down one lines that I would keep forgetting. That, small micro concepts, like ma'am says, the things that I would keep forgetting, I would write them all down. I had my cue cards and I had all the post-its that I've thankfully taken down now. But I had all of those up and I kept looking at them over and over again. One thing is, when you watch your lectures like UAF, MMF, any lecture you watch, give the quiz 3 to 4 days after that, and then analyze your mistakes, go back, skim through it again, use active learning to do that. Then cluster wise mocks, do your high yield classes, X-ray mocks, special topics, VPT. Those are all super important because you might not pick it up, but when you see the question in the exam, it's always ranking based. It's never key, is this the option or is this the option? It's always, is this better or is this better? So that's important for you to have to choose. Now, this is about lectures. Now, personally, I would say you have to be prepared for things to go wrong. Like, all of last year, I didn't get sick, but in March, horrible infection. I had fever. I had the worst headaches of my life. I texted Dr. Jigyasa that I was like, I'm going to fail. Like, this has derailed my entire preparation. I've been working for a year. but it's very important to prepare for the best case and the worst case scenarios. You have to keep that buffer time for yourself, that hey, it's okay if things go wrong, so that you don't completely collapse. And for I also I mean, this is a strange thing, but I used to kind of cycle sync. On the days where I was feeling low, I used to keep low priority, just mocks and all of that. And on the days where I had higher energy, I would just give my, high impact concepts. I used to do all of that. And even, if you work better during the day, keep the more important things for the day, and during the night you can kind of keep lesser topics. So know your body very well, know your systems really well, have that in place. And be prepared to unlearn things and relearn things all the time, because concepts stay the same but references keep changing, so you need to have that in mind. And I think the last thing I would just say is ask for help, have support around, have your study partners, have your friends. There's the group, there's ma'am, your friends, your family, they're all very important. It's a community for a reason. You can't take this journey alone, and you always have people around you and you should rely on them. There's no shame in asking for help. That's all from my side.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kashish. I'm really thrilled for you.
Thank
And and so much hard work you put in, with all the cards and post-its and everything.
you. Yes,
So
yes.
good job, well done.
Thank
And
you. Thank you.
this is a very, very, very well-earned success, I'd say.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
God bless you for your part two as well. And send me the good news when you finally get part two results.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Shraddha, would you like to please go next? And team, could you please request her for mic and camera?
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Shraddha. How are
Sorry for the
you?
background. I'm at my home now. Sorry for that.
No, it's a very pretty color.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm here to share my journey. First of all, thank you to Dr. Jigyasa, ma'am, for taking me here for this wonderful experience part. And also, I would like to thank the whole team, the tutors, Dr. Akers, and everybody who just helped me out for a 24/7 contract. Thank you for that. So, for me, a little from my side, I joined Dr. Jigyasa, ma'am, soon after my internship, three months after my internship. So my first exam was September 25, and this is pretty much my second chance. So first time I did not study. I was in a fellowship, and I did not study. So second time I took some time off from the work. I took 2 months leave, total leave from my work, and started studying. At first, I did not follow Jigyasa ma'am's timetable. I thought I would make one for my own. But eventually, when I realized that the thing which I concluded after a month into the prep, which is at the end of Jan, is exactly similar to what Jigyasa ma'am has been telling me to do the whole time. So that was a big surprise for me, because anybody who is having a second doubt, thinking whether you should follow her timetable or make one for yourself, I would say go with hers, because she has the best plans, all the revisions, everything in. And also the mistake from my side, I started very late. Please start early. And for me, I learned the concept first and then parallelly took on with the questions, because the UAF Volume 2 classes will begin soon after the course has been started. So I tried the concepts first. And for me, concepts part was from mainly the thousands, CV, special topics, and the articles. Articles are my important and most favorite part. I used to take copies of certain articles, especially the Evans article, then IADT ones, TMJ ones, because I had some difficulty with the TMD category. So articles were my favorite. So once you master the articles, especially the concepts, the hot notes will become like a revision for you. So for me, it was like in one go that I completed the hot notes too, just like a skim and scan read. And power notes also came from most of the questions on UAF 1, 2, and MMF. And that's the core of this whole project, I would say, because they curated very nice questions on UAF 1, 2, and 3. Ma'am insisted on 5 times revision, which should be done. But for me, due to time constraints, I tried 2 times revision videos, almost 1 to 2 times quiz, and I discussed one time with my study partner. And that comes to the next point. Have a good study partner. I had two of them, beautiful people. They helped me, I helped them back. So it was a very mutual relationship, very healthy. They will debuffer your stress, I'm sure. So find your study partner. Then questions are tricky for me. All the questions, I won't say it was like a cut copy paste from the material, because I had variations. I did not get too much attached to the answers, so I was treating it as a new question when I saw them, even though at the back of the mind I knew that, okay, this answer should be this, but still I thought, no, it's a new question. I read through the question 2 3 times, waited for the processing to begin, and only then I went with the answers. So questions had variations for me, and the answers were also different. So that's when Jigyasa ma'am helps you, because when she's discussing the questions, she'll also talk about the variations that's going to come. Because trust me, the first option never came for many of the questions that I had. It was always the second and third option that came. So her variations actually helped me a lot, because I used to take that note on separate paper. I used to write and keep, okay, this should be the one if this is not there. So that worked for me. Then sticky notes, another big part, because my board was completely covered with sticky notes because of the time constraint, and since I was a second timer and I did not want my mistake to repeat. So my my teaching not my teach sorry my learning hours were sometimes 12 hours and sometimes even more, because I wanted more time. Then I read some of the articles personally, and I took one of the books from her. The prosthodontics was my weak point as well. And for me, everything was completely different from what I learned in the college. College was more a theoretical side, and ADC was more a practical one. So for me, it was different in that way too. So don't forget the study partner. Then I wrote some things down. Yeah. Then how do you handle demotivation? There will be many people telling you that, oh, it's very hard. You're going to try this 3 4 5 times and now. Just don't listen. You can just zone out from all the negativity, people talking. Just talk to Jigyasa ma'am. She has her WhatsApp chat. You can ask doubts with her. You can call this inner circle calls. I made quite a few of them. So they'll give you guidance from where to start now, or where are you now, or is there anything that you can do additionally to what you're doing. So inner circle calls and personal text messages with Jigyasa ma'am actually helped me a lot. And also talk to your study buddies. If you are in need that you want to, talk to someone, then do that. But don't just get involved in any of the negativity that's happening around you. And then stay very confident and just write things. Don't jump seeing the question. That's another big thing which I felt very useful, because when I saw the questions, I felt like jumping. So I wrote it down on the paper. Don't jump, because I was, I don't know, I had to think a couple of times before jumping. So don't jump. Yeah. Then, yeah. Obviously, you will have your exam stress hitting you. So talk with someone who can give you, positivity. Talk with ma'am. Book an inner circle call. That all works for me. So you should figure out how you can condition your brain that way, because Jigyasa ma'am is going to help you in many ways possible. She's going to like transform your perspective. From my first attempt and my second attempt, the difference is that second time I learned concepts first and parallelly the questions. So my perspective actually broadened. So when I took the quizzes which I took before, I understood the difference. I started thinking more wider rather than the narrow part which I had before. So I think the slow brain conditioning is what Jigyasa ma'am is training you. So just trust her words. She'll help you through everything. You ask her anything, she'll help you. So yeah, that's it. That's my story.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Shraddha. And there's a question for you from Divya. She wants to know, how did you improve your prosto concepts? You mentioned reading a book. So could you answer that for her?
Yeah, mine was a 80-page clinical prosthodontics book, which
Solving.
ma'am.
Okay, the one that I recommend anyone who has a weaker prosto. It's an 80-page book. I remember when I was doing it in my time, there was a commute. I was going somewhere. It was a 2 hour commute. I finished it in that commute. And I highly recommend anyone. It's just simple 80 pages, but it
Yes.
prepares you for ADC prosto in no way than other. So it's
Yeah.
problem solving in prosthodontics. Divya, it's available on our drive material as well. Kushi, it's available on the drive material. Problem solving in prosto. It's amazing way to simplify all your ADC concepts.
Yes. That along with the hot notes. Hot notes also has many concepts compiled. So
Hot
both of them.
notes and power notes, and then classes and some of the
Yes.
important classes like
Yeah.
RPT series and implant series.
Yes, yes. All of them. I think the articles part is the one that gives you a lot of concepts. I think her
True.
individual classes are all, given under the article section as implant, mastering implant 1, 2, 3, RPD 1, 2. That will help you a lot in building the concepts. That's when I started liking Prosto a bit.
Thank you. Thank you, Shraddha. May you keep smiling like this forever. You got a beautiful smile. Keep
Thank
smiling always. And in your part two also, wish you all the best and
Thank you, ma'am.
success. Thank
Thank you,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Uh, Pooja, would you please go next? Team, would you please request Pooja? All right. Is before Pooja, if you're not in a rush, can we take? All right. After Pooja,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, Pooja, go ahead. And
Okay.
Chamatka, could you go before Prakshi? After this is Chamatka. Plum, are you here? Could you? Yeah, okay. After Pooja, then Chamatka can go. My unicorn. So we are going to introduce Chamatka in a unicorn way. And before that, Pooja, please go
Yes,
ahead and
ma'am.
let's put the spotlight on you. The you deserve this day. You deserve this celebration. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Really, thank you. Good evening, everybody. First of all, I am really, really grateful to be here and speaking to you guys in this way. It's entirely because of you, ma'am. I couldn't thank you enough. There is no word.
Oh,
Thank you enough because I never felt it was that easy what you made it easy. I felt initially it is a tough journey and I was one of you guys few months back listening to all the success stories of Winspert candidates and I was hoping that I could clear it one day and like talk to you like that and share my journey also. I take immense pride that I have made this decision. This was the best decision of my life to join Winspert. I would say it's not only because of the material you get, the guidance you get the emotional support also. You get one-to-one guidance here that I don't know where else you get. It was my first attempt. A little bit about me that I finished my MDS in 2023 and afterwards that I was working. My job was quite hectic. And when I joined Winsport, I thought I could manage with my job. So I did try for initial like 2 months to join after joining, and I couldn't do. Honestly, I couldn't do. And I had to think that whether I want to pursue my dream or whether I want to pursue the job. So after like 15th of December, I still remember my last working day was 16th December. And till then, I could only do like complete few weeks of course. And after like 15th, I just texted ma'am personally that ma'am, I am here and I don't know whether I should apply for the part one exam right now or I should wait for the next attempt. And she just told me one thing that if you can give your 100%, 200%, you should surely try. And if you can't, then we have to think. Then I said, ma'am, I am leaving and I will surely try my 100%. And that's when she supported me and she actually texted that, okay, you should go and promise me you will give your 100%. So, yeah, that's where I started. Honestly, my story is not that heroic. I am a normal person, just like you, everybody. And I started around 16th or 17th December 2025. Actually, I started studying around that time. And initially, it felt like an ocean initially because when you look at the study plan it really feels an ocean and you feel like you how would you complete the course it genuinely feels like that. So ma'am also helped me in that. Ma'am said start slowly, start your days like and manage your days how much howsoever you can. So I started initially bits and pieces. I initially took like 1 month and started assessing myself. And initially, after 1 month of giving the mocks, my scores were not that great. And I again texted ma'am every time. Then ma'am asked me that you should take an inner circle call, and I took the inner circle call. Dr. Anj was there, and she actually strategized for me that you should do all these things to get into the line so that you can clear. So she told me to take a few steps for the mocks, for the preparation and everything, and I followed her blindly. I followed ma'am blindly, and after 1 month again, entire January, I worked on that. And after that month, my score started to improve. And after that, it started to improve. It gave me a little bit confidence that I can do it. And really remember I was texting ma'am that my scores got improved. She was happy more than what I was happy. And okay, and I would like to share a few tips which I did that helped me a lot. First of all, because I didn't have enough time, I did my entire preparation in around less than 3 months. So I didn't have enough time to read all the articles. I didn't have enough time to do everything. My basics were built because of the ma'am's 1,000 classes. Those are brilliant. If you want to build your concepts, those are brilliant classes. You should try to focus on them initially to build your concepts, and then I suggest you should start assessing a little bit later. Even if you do like one mock a day, it will help you a lot because you will start assessing yourself. And then when you start giving mocks, you should assess your gaps. That's what helped me a lot. For me, reading was not that much. For me, watching the videos and doing the mocks were amazing because I thought if I am reading one concept, I'm spending like 3 4 hours. I didn't have enough time to do that. So what I did was I used to watch ma'am's classes half a day, and rest half of the day I used to practice the mocks. So, however, mocks I used to do one thing in my TG when the TG came. Thank you, ma'am, for the TG classes. That was amazing. And I used to do this. So, these are the little bit, notes for me. I used to put in my TG only because I thought at the last day I couldn't go back and revise every stuff. So, whatever I have, like some things I was forgetting, whatever I have had like issues in all of the things, like I'm not scoring good in the mock, I'm forgetting something. I used to write here. So whenever I revised my TG, I could revise these, and that helped me because at the in the exam, you know what you will remember. You are not going to remember each and every line. You are going to remember her voice because that actually plays in your head. Howsoever she teaches in the class that this is this and this is this, you will remember that for sure. And you will remember these small things you used when you were assessing the mocks, right? So the thing is that everything can't be done. For me, it wasn't possible. I couldn't do. And I would suggest that if I can do it in like I got 3 A's in like 3 months, trust me, if you complete the entire course, you will get four. That is sure possible. I couldn't complete the entire course, but I did every mock twice, some mock thrice also. And howsoever ma'am told me during the last days that you should assess yourself and you should do as much as mocks possible, revise everything. That's what I did. And for the TG, what I used to do is I used to read, ma'am used to take 10 pages a day. I used to read 10 pages for TG before the class. Once she take the class, after that also I used to read those 10 pages again. In that manner, I could revise my TG 3 times in a month. After that, before the exam, I again revised it. So I actually did it, I think, four or some topics like 5 to 6 times also. The mocks I did twice or thrice also. All the important resources, UAF, UAF2, MMF, I did them like thrice. I couldn't do it more than that. I used to listen to the tutor support classes for hot notes because I couldn't read everything. And I will say Dr. Kalai's Prosto classes are amazing. That helped me also. So for hot notes, used to listen to those classes. Even after every kind of mocks and everything, I was still feeling that might not be able to make it. So I took another inner circle call, right? So Dr. Anj again helped me again to strategize my plan. And that's how I worked. And I would say you all can do it. It's not impossible. You have to just be a deaf frog. Honestly, be a deaf frog. Trust her blindly. Follow whatever she says. Follow the plan. You can do it. I never had some of my different plan. No, nothing like that. I was just following whatever the advice I was getting. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you, Pooja.
Yeah.
Really great story still. Very heroic. Please do not underplay your success or yourself
Yeah.
ever. I have not prepared you for that, right? And I just pray for you and wish you more success, more heroic
Thank you.
achievements in life.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Keep shining. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Chamatka, can we have you, please? I want to celebrate your success because you did it in such short time. So, team, could you please request Chamatka for mic and video?
Hi.
Hi, Chamatka. Hi, Plum.
Hello.
You're our
Hi.
unicorn, right? So please go
Okay.
ahead. I'm not going to
Yes.
say anything. You tell
Okay.
your story. It's yours to
Okay.
own and celebrate today.
Okay. It's so nice seeing your face after so long. Oh, I
Same
missed it.
here. And love you again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, this I this was my first attempt, and I had no idea about ADC at all. So, I think I checked our messages. I have messaged you in October, but then I didn't enroll to the course. I was postponing it a lot, and I had a lot of second doubts whether to do it this March or September. So I've been postponing it a lot with my work and the internship, everything. And then I think December end, I got enrolled, and there also I had the feeling. So I didn't know the weight of ADC, so I got through, but I had one A and three Bs. But I think must be 50% or 60% is luck. Please don't start late. Please don't start late. And the amount of stress I put myself through during the last 10 days, it was unbelievable. I was this close to a break point, sort of. It was not healthy at all. Why I kept going, because I was listening to the things that you were telling. I went out, I was touching the grass, the real grass, and we were like, I was trying to do mindful exercises. Whatever I had, I took all the kind of this magnesium and things, because I wanted to keep calm, because I knew the amount of stress that I felt through the last 10 days. It was, I don't want to feel it again in my life. So it was a very good life lesson for me to start things early. So even though I enrolled in the end of the December, then again the January 13th, I think, we somewhere along the way we got that the TG4 new update. So until that, I had no idea about the TG as well. I didn't do any mocks, nothing. I was just doing my work things, but in the back of my head, I had, yeah, I'm gonna do the exam. That's all I had in my mind. So January, you started the TG4 classes. That's how I got into the subject really. Then only I realized the weight of it, and the theory. And your TG flow classes are like, that was my lifesaver thing, because I didn't know TG3. I didn't know. I was very empty minded. So one thing I did was I never missed a live class, because I'm someone, I won't look back. I won't go back and do the revisions or something. I'm someone who would, I need the live connection to learn. That's how I used to do it in the dental school as well. So I want this connection with the person who's teaching me. So I had that connection with you, and I used to ask a lot of stupid questions from you, and then you even asked me, are you going to sit on this March or September? then, then I realized, okay, I'm lagging behind. And then I think it's a TMD class. I haven't even heard the word of MPDS by that time. I was so confused with the theory that I learned and the things that I practice in our country. So even though we have a good clinical system, these small concepts are different. It's different to another country or another. So then I realized the things that I need to revise or to go back. You have to put your ego down. You have to put everything down, and you have to empty your mind and then learn to the ADC. That's what I learned. But everything that you learn, even if you're a clinician, the people that the patients you meet, everything will get better, because now you have better knowledge. In my practice, I'm doing better now. I can understand things, I can diagnose better. I use pulp tester a lot, which I didn't use earlier a lot. So a lot of things, the concepts, the things that the way we look at things, it changed with the ADC. So I think the connection I had with you is the thing that kept going. And also, I want to appreciate the fact that you were there all the time, even at the end. Like, I think when you close the group chat, after that, also, because then only I start doing the uh, some questions, some new questions, and then I had a lot of questions to ask from you, and I was bugging you through, like I was DMing you a lot, and then I thought, okay, you're not gonna reply because that is last moment. So today morning I'm gonna sit to the exam. Just when I was in the washroom or something, I'm getting the answers. Those questions they didn't come, but it's just my peace of mind, the fact that I got the answers. So you never leave people behind. I really appreciate it, and I felt the connection. It's not just an online class. It's not just I'm gonna listen to somebody's talking like in YouTube. It was very live, and we can ask questions, but sometimes not during the class, but later we can always clarify things. And I had a study buddy too. He helped me a lot when we were like, when I'm going down, that person used to, because I would come home after like a 12-hour shift, and I was so tired. I would have, after having a wash, I just want to sleep. But this, my study buddy was there to like, we'll just go through once, like that. But when I start doing it with him, then it's not 1 hour. We will keep going until like 3 hours even. Sometimes we would just on the phone, but nobody's talking, but we're just working like that. So it was really helpful. And the UF1, UF2 classes, and those documents, they helped me a lot. And for the ICG also, I didn't read it. I'm not telling anybody to do what I did. This was purely luck, I think. But the what you have to do is, in ICG, what I did was I went through mind maps, whichever the new points that I learned, I wrote it down in my own way, sort of. So before the exam, I had the things that I didn't know. It was a list of the things that I didn't know that I can go through. And even this UF1 and 2, when I see a question, I recommend this to people who are doing it, because it actually worked. I didn't have time to do any other, nothing else, only UF1 and 2. That's all I did. And that is also UF, I think I did only once I did. And but how, I think how I did it matter, because so before the exam I had 10 days. I had 10 days leave from work. Those 10 days, I think, apart from sleep, I only did studying, like only did that, nothing else. Even eating, because my parents were there, they were kind of feeding me forcefully. Otherwise I was because I didn't have time, and I was very stressed, so I don't recommend anybody to do that. But um I gave my 200% on those 10 days. And for UF1 and 2, when you look at the question and the answer, please don't think the question and the answer. Always think, why is this answer is the answer. So imagine if you're getting an answer, always like, this is how I learn. I have a curious mind. So I would ask, okay, if this examination finding or this history or whatever, this small point, if this changed, whether the answer will change, then you will learn. Like, okay, it's kind of a elaboration of the question, not this just the question and the answer. And in the exam we got a lot of like similar things, but because I knew why this answer is an answer, then it helped me during the exam. Otherwise it's never the question and the answer. Always think, and if you have a doubt, ask her, why is this answer is the answer. If this fact change, maybe it would change like completely, something like that. And that's how I learned the UF. That helped me a lot. Teaching for classes, live classes helped me a lot. More than that, the connection we had, that helped me a lot. The fact that you had this nickname for me, that helped me a lot. When I was like, when I wanted to give up, the mindfulness exercises that I did, to the faith that I had, whichever things that going on. Sometimes I think during, before 2 days or something, I wanted to stop things, and I was crying like, I couldn't handle myself. Then I wanted to keep things aside. So like for 5 minutes, I forget about everything. Whatever you learn for 5 minutes, I put it aside and I did some mindfulness exercise. Even before I sitting for the exam, I was like, no, I'm not thinking about the future, not the past, just that moment. So I think living in the present moment help you a lot, even in doing other things in life. And never ever give up. Don't let other people to tell you how to do things. If you can give your best 100% or 200%, whatever, and if you are honest with yourself, uh, that you're doing it from the bottom of your heart, then you can do it. There's nothing like, for some people it might take longer time, but for some people even a shorter time, it doesn't matter. I think you have to be honest with yourself. Don't let other people's definitions to change what you're thinking. I was this close to like to give up and take the September. So always believe in yourself. That's what doctor is always telling. Always believe in yourself. So, and be honest with yourself. So always talk to her. Have a study buddy. Never give up. Never ever give up. That's all I
I,
have to say. I'm so grateful. I think that day I said I'm not sure whether I will get through. If I'm getting through, that's because of you, and I got through, and that's because of you.
no,
100%.
Chamatka, it's all your effort. And could you please just take 2 more minutes and give a very crystal strategy for candidates who have lesser time, because you managed it in really short time. You did. Because I remember when you asked me those questions in January, in the last 2 months, I asked you whether you're going for March or September, because those were basic questions. So you started from the foundation and took that leap to the advanced concepts within 2 months. And your journey was remarkable. Your growth, it accelerated at a rate nobody could, but that was because of your effort and dedication as well. And definitely, I always, I told you, I'm going to ask you questions, ask you every day in live class, how you doing? Are you catching up? So please give us 2, 3 minutes and tell the candidates who have lesser time that how the plan still works if you're short on time and how you did it.
uh I think the most important things you have to do, then when you have less time you can't complete 100%, then you have to prioritize the things that you want to complete, the prioritize, then TG4, ICG, UF1, UF2, those are the things that I prioritized. But if you have more time, then do MMF and other mind maps. And mind maps, I think I did mind maps. For ICG, I did mind maps. And whenever you are doing a question, don't go that question and the answer. Like go around it and learn around it. And what else? I had a when I learn a new fact, I just wrote it in a notepad sort of. So before I going to the exam, I had the facts that I doesn't know, so I can just read about the things that I don't know, like the new concepts or whatever the things that I grasp, new things, fresh things. So other than that, the mind maps, that really helpful. If you can do mind maps and then if you can do mocks, then it helps you a lot, so that you
Yeah.
can test on you, something like that. And don't give up. Don't give
Yes.
up.
Absolutely. So it goes out to tell everyone that, it's doable even in the less time. The plan has that layers, that it has the advanced files, it has the advanced classes, it has the foundational classes. But when you're short on time, please book your inner circle calls. We will help you strategize, we'll help you layer and prioritize and triage your complete preparation, because Chamatka has done it and I saw her personally when she started, like how she still had to brush up a lot of basics in January, but in 2 months I saw her learning curve, I saw her growth curve, and how she kept to the doing the high yield files, the UAF1, the UAF2, and the TG4 classes, and having a personal connection with me, asking doubts regularly. These are those essential basics that, if done rightly, even in the lesser time, your concepts can completely be sorted and you will be fully prepared for ADC. And as she said on the examination day as well, when I was answering and replying to her questions, she I don't think even in the exam, Chamatka, you would say, oh, it was luck. You felt that confidence because of those high yield files, right? It was not that you were blindly marking the answers or just taking a guesswork at questions. You could think like that because in 2 months also you were trained to think like that. And given the high yield concepts in those concise mind maps and hot notes and classes, right? Kudos to you. It's amazing. It blows my mind, Chamatka. You're a Chamatkar, not Chamatka. Change your name. So you're a Chamatkar, and I hope you keep doing more in your part 2 as well, and even ahead in your clinics in Australia. Thank you. Thank you so much, Chamatka. We'll move to Prakshi. Team, could you please invite Prakshi and ask her to for her mic and camera? Thank you, Chamatka. Chamatka, they have a
Hello. Hi,
question for
ma'am.
you. Could you please write it or reply to them on Zoom chat? They have some questions for you. Yeah. Hi, Prakshi. Congratulations, Prakshi. Team, could you please ask Prakshi to turn on the mic? Her mic is not on.
Hi, ma'am. First of all, I'll send you a heart,
Oh,
the
thank
Korean
you.
heart.
Okay.
Thank,
I don't know how to reply back to it, but thank you. And I love you
thank
too.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
First of all, I would like to say the whole Winspert student community, just trust, ma'am. Just trust, ma'am. You could not believe that I joined the course on 6th of October, and then it was my birthday on 26th of October. My fiance just proposed me for wedding. I didn't ask anyone else, should I do it or not? I asked ma'am. Can you believe this? I asked ma'am, should I do it or not? And she said, okay, do it. And I was like, okay, it's just the part of life and all. I did. I was whole shopping, rituals, everything. I lost almost 1.5 months in all those things. I was completely stressed that am I able to do it? Am I able to do it? Then after wedding, I just started doing 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Gradually, I picked it up. Then what happened? In December, uh, we get a email, TG4. I knew it from the September something is going to happen because we were uh, reading ETG and everything. Then it was all then okay, TG4 is not coming. And then in January, again TG4 bombarded. I was like, shit, how am I able to do this with everything? Because, in India, there are so many things after wedding that you have to go there, 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 so many rituals. And my family was like, are you able to do it? Can you do it? I was like, no, I will do it. I will do it because I knew that until and unless, for me, at least for me, when the things are favorable, I am not able to perform, and when things go unfavorable, I am like, oh, I did it. I did it. I'm sorry. I'm totally overexcited right now. But yes, things happen for me like that. Until and unless things go
Moment.
unfavorable for
Enjoy
me,
it.
until and unless anything goes unfavorable, I am not able to perform. And then TG4 happening. What happens is you teach us 10 pages, I read it, and then I teach my family. This was the best thing for me, and especially those medical conditions, antibiotics, newer antibiotic treatment regimens, everything I used to teach my family. They all were engineers and none of them were medical students, and every one of them understood. And my family, you know what, when I used to watch your lectures, my husband used to say pause, because the recorded lectures, he used to say pause, and he used to ask me the questions. What did ma'am say? What did ma'am say? Can you believe this? Especially for ICG. He's in New Zealand right now. He has, uh, I must say, he's a dentist now without a degree. So this was my strategy, that whenever all the TG classes I used to learn and then I used to teach by them, because that worked best for me. Until and unless I am speaking, I cannot learn that. That is best for me. And second thing, because I had very, very less time, I focused more on UF2, important radical classes, and the best classes for me were implant and RPT, because those were my weakest points everywhere. I was very good in prosto, but I have never understood RPD during my UG. So those RPD were my best classes for, and also, yeah, and for improving scores, I would say do maximum mocks, because whenever you are solving the questions and you are rereading them, the more and more moments of be like, oh, I missed this, I missed that, those moments will be your particular mind gold mines in question in exam. They will be, because you knew that they are my red flags. All the questions will be the previous questions, but be alert, stay alert for them, because they have something or the other. They change just one word, like the best, the worst, the least, the most. These four words are your best friend throughout the ADC journey. You cannot underestimate them. They are the best friends. Last thing, I've written something for you guys. If anyone ever says that ADC is difficult, you cannot go there. Just do something else. Many of us listen these things. Oh, you are a dentist, do hygienist course, do something else. I will say just one thing because I was thinking this thing in my mind. Suppose you have 3 years to be any hygiene, anything, you have to do minimum 3 years of course, right? But you have 3 years for ADC as well. Do not waste them. Because when you will be 50s and 60s, you should be what you are imagining yourself today. And that will be the best thing. I mean, you cannot earn that thing with any amount of money. That is because of your hard work today. This is all I want to say. And all the very, very, very best for this ADC. It is not undoable. It is all done by humans. No other planet people come here and do this. It is all us. It is not difficult, but yes, just uh, take care of your health, take care of your eating habits. Do not do anything wrong to yourself so that it just does not bombard you during exam. This is my advice to you. And for ICG, especially, I have revised ICG at least 5 times, but still I could not score them. Then I just started doing mocks as many as times because I knew how many ever time I read ICG, I am not remembering it. I was doing just mocks because I get to know, oh, that was the line I missed it. That was the line I missed it. And for trauma as well. TG, you will only be able to learn if you think that it is a patient. And this TG4 has, I don't know for anyone else, this TG4 has, for me, made me an elite dentist. Seriously, this TG is something that has solved so many mysteries, so many mysteries that I am actually finding out many medical situations in my family, and I am telling them that this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. This is the power of TG4. You cannot underestimate it. This is super powerful tool for you to be a really elite dentist. That's all
Thank
from
you.
me. And thank you
Please.
so much, ma'am, for being there with us every single time. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prakshi. Congratulations and
Thank
enjoy
you,
your
ma'am.
new life in new country, and best of luck for your part two.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. All the best. Thank you.
I would definitely need your guidance for part two as well.
Absolutely. Let me just think on it and let me just bring something valuable for you all.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much, ma'am.
Yep. Thank you. Tuba, would you please like to go next, team? Could you please request Tuba to turn on the mic and camera?
Hello, ma'am.
Hi,
Hi,
Tuba. How are
hi,
you?
guys. I'm good. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good
So,
too.
the first thing I'd like to tell everyone that I probably had it much easier than the rest of the candidates because I'm a recent graduate. So, all of my concepts were already pretty much crystal clear. I knew everything about prosto, everything about endo, everything about operative. But the mistakes that I made were probably that I started studying a bit too late. I joined ma'am's course pretty early, like in October, I joined her course. I attended every live class during October, November, and December, but I was not doing any self-studying. I was like, I'll do hot notes later. I'll do that mocks later. I'll do that later. But when the day came when I had to actually, give those $2,000 to ADC and actually, make it clear that I will be giving the exam, I was like, oh no, I wasted so much time. How will I study now? Then ma'am gave a really good tip that follow the crash course instead if you can't follow that full course plan. So I followed the crash course. I studied for 8 hours daily for 2 months, like January and February. Never miss live classes. Live classes are very important. I'm again repeating, please don't miss live classes. Whether it's ma'am's class, whether it's your hot note class, or whether it's your TG class by Dr. Akis, never miss live classes, guys. They help you so much. You're a completely different person when you're doing mocks on the app and a completely different person when you're actually in the exam. Because when I was in the exam, I felt like, what is going on? What is going on? But then I applied ma'am's technique. I don't know, ma'am, whether you've told them about your technique or
You
right
can
now
say
it's the
rash,
rash technique.
but you can't
Guys,
reveal the details. We want to
that
discuss it.
works. I'm telling you, it works so well. Follow the rash technique, learn the rash technique, know your concepts well, don't cram anything. I cannot tell you okay, what TG says, like, if you ask me ke, on what table, what is TG saying, I cannot tell you that, but I can tell you the concepts of TG, I can tell you the concepts of ICG. Concepts will make or break your exam. Focus on your concepts. I bothered ma'am so much, guys. You have no idea. If I show you my chat, I bothered ma'am. Every day I was like, ma'am, I'm so stressed. Ma'am, I wasted 3 months. Ma'am, what do I do? Ma'am, what do I do? And ma'am replied to me every single time. Every single time. Every single time. Also, I had no stress as well. I feel like it's very important. Like I said, I had no responsibility. I would cry to my mom. I would cry to my dad. I would cry to ma'am. I would cry to everyone, and everybody would be like, you can do it. You can do it. Just so I had no stress as well. I feel like stress is a really important part of like acing the exam. And study partners. Two people. Two people. Dr. Bhavya, she went first, if you guys remember her, and Dr. Monica. These two people, they helped me so much. I told them I'm not giving the exam. I told ma'am in December, ma'am, I don't want to give the exam. She's like, darling, you can give the exam. I know you. Give the exam. Try once. And I'm like, okay, ma'am. Dr. Bhavya, ma'am, and Dr. Monica, they forced me low-key to give the exam, and I gave it, and I cleared it with 2 A's and 2 B's. Again, it was all ma'am. It was all my study partners, and it was all God's doing because, like I said, I did not prepare that well. But ma'am has so many resources. Do not waste them. Do not waste them. Trust me, don't waste them. Do hot notes. If you can't read hot notes, I'm not a reader either. Watch classes. Ma'am has so many classes for you to watch. Watch them. Watch them twice. Watch them 3 times, how many times you can. I did not have the time, so I can only do everything twice. But I would advise everyone to do things 5 times so that you won't freak out like I did because I remember I opened paper one and I'm like skipping. Then I'm like, no, I know the rash technique. I know what ma'am has taught me. I know that my concepts are clear as well. And at the end of the day, just trust. If you don't trust yourself, because I didn't trust myself, I was like, no, I'm gonna trust God. I'm gonna trust ma'am, and I'm gonna ace my paper. And I somehow ended up doing it. So don't trust yourself. If you're like me, trust ma'am. Trust whatever power you believe in. Trust the study plan. Trust your tutors. Bother ma'am. Ma'am never gets bothered. I'm telling you, if I show you my chat history, it's literally me being this ma'am, that. So bother ma'am, bother tutors, get good study partners, do your best. And this exam is not out of the world. It's a general dentistry exam. So be a general dentist. And ma'am also gave me one tip. It was always to choose the most appropriate answer, not the best answer. Because the best answer could be a specialist level answer. We're not specialists. We're giving a general dentistry exam. So always choose the most appropriate answer and choose according to the patient. The clinical scenarios are full of nuances. Ma'am teaches you in live classes, again, reiterating live classes, how to pick those nuances up, how to attempt the question. Because no matter how much of a good student you are, if you don't know how to pick up those nuances, pick up those hidden words, you won't be able to, choose the correct option, which is very important. Other than that, you all are doctors. You all are great. Good luck. It was my first attempt and I cleared it. I'm hella sure all of you can clear it as well. You're in really good hands. So thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Tuba, and all the best for your part two. Where did you go? Why did you turn off the cam? Just wanted to tell you good luck for your part two and all the best. And you can keep bothering me more and more for your part two questions as well. Right? Thank you. Good luck to you and all the best. Henna, would you please go next? Team, could we please request Henna to turn on the mic and camera? Hi, Hannah.
Hi, ma'am. Can you see me? I cannot see
Yes,
myself.
congratulations, Hannah.
Thank you,
Thank you
ma'am.
so
I
much.
can't thank you enough. I really want to hug you, seriously.
Oh, we can hug virtually. Yes.
Hi, guys. See, I have done the course to the full. I joined in. It was a bit. My story is a bit different. We came to New Zealand a year before, and someone told me, one of the dentists. She cleared through ma'am's your Winspert Academy, and she recommended. I was totally new here. I was searching for something, and then I was like, no, that's. I mean, she's giving the live experience, and just I joined ma'am. I texted her. I joined, and since I was in a new country, lots of stresses. I had two kids, two teenagers with me, and new things settling down. And what I did was a blind trust, blindly. I just followed what Winspert told me to follow. I had no time to look here and there because we were setting in a new locality, new home. Everything was new from me. I never knew a dentist over here, no one to know over here. So that stress was going on in the head. So I had no time. And the BDS, I had left that 15 years ago. I was practicing back. I was away from my books. Okay, I'm in my 40s plus. So I had no time to cram what to do, what to do. So I would just give you the main points. The academy, Winspert, the teacher, Jigyasa ma'am, the team, Winspert. I am amazed. I like Jigyasa ma'am is there to help every time I message her, but the team, I mean, they're amazing. The ma'am, your team, the tech team, they are every time available. I don't know, irrespective of the timeline. I'm amazed. I'm amazed. My daughter is she's doing computers and she's amazed. How can they tackle with so many countries around? That is amazing. They were every time I got jammed on my app, they were there to help me. Second thing, first went. Second thing was God was above. I totally trust on Him. The result was from Him. But here in New Zealand, in anywhere, Jigyasa ma'am was there, handheld. It was, guys. You don't have to just shut the chatter from everywhere. What you have in front of you is enough. You don't have to look anywhere. Trust me, you don't have to look anywhere, any books. Whatever she is giving on the resources on the page is enough. If you can do that, it's going to be you going to go. I got two A's and two B's. September, I got one C. I was like, doesn't matter. Ma'am told me it doesn't matter. You have another. And she was so generous. We joined the team again. We got everything back, and it was like hard work from her so much. We worked hard, but she worked harder for us. That's it. You just shut down that chatter from everywhere. Don't listen to anyone who's saying where to join. Is this the course? Even today, I got some messages from this group. How do I study? This is doing this. This is how's the course and this. But if you want to pass, you have to trust someone. You have to trust someone, and then you trust the thing, and then it goes. We trusted that way. We just have to do it, and don't cram that I study 2 hours, I study 5 hours. No, guys, you have to, when you are into a something and you want your dream to achieve, you have to give that time. You have to be that sincere. Everyone who spoke before me, they had given that 8-10 hours. It needs, ADC is intense. This time the paper was very tricky for me, but I remembered this time. Last time I was like, I was so good. I was like, I had given such a good exam. I didn't clear one cluster. How was that possible? This time I made my mind sure. What ma'am says in every class, she says, "Okay, look, there will be variations. The question will not be same. Same thing. 1, 2 questions, you get a copy paste. Every question there was a change. She was true. Every question had a change. I analyzed every option. I didn't jump at one option. I ticked it. No. I went through all the options. Any word can change and your answer changes. Coming to the hot notes, I could not finish my hot notes because something I got ill over the allergies too much and NZ and everything. So, and the grand marks. Grand marks also I felt ill. So I scored like 60-70%. I was very devastated. I called her. She told me, please book an inner circle. And then inner circle gave a 10% boost. That ma'am, she told me, look, the concepts, don't fret, you do it. Just do your revisions on ICG, TG, whatever is there, just do it. And you go, it will be fine. You have studied. Trust yourself. You have studied. How can you not pass? You will pass. Hot notes, I could not read the whole thing. I switched on to the classes at 2x speed. The tutors support class. It is very helpful. I did my hot notes that way. I could not read. UF1, UF2, I made it sure I watched it twice, 2x speed, because they are not only classes. Each question, ma'am explains 10 variations. That helps you in exam. You cannot just switch on and be mute and just take the answers, what answers coming. That wouldn't help. You have to watch it. I watched it. It worked for me. Then I used to take notes from the videos. Important, whenever man used to say, this is the star point, this is the variation, I used to make notes from this. Something I'll show you. I used to make like these notes. Ma'am, can you see? And I used
Yeah.
to stick the TG4 changes I had stuck over there. The new TG4 changes from Jan.
Wow,
So
beautiful.
this was my plan. And ICG, in the end 2 weeks, I did mind maps. I had no time to go through that. So I did the mind maps. So very easy. My study partner, she told me, go through mind maps. It would be, unfortunately, she could not get through, but she got 3 years, ma'am. She got 3 years once. See, it was just, like I said, you can do it next time. It will be fine. So that's all. And yeah, you can do it. It's doable. And please trust the person, trust ma'am. That's what I want to say, ma'am. Thank you so much. I couldn't think I would be able to do this. It was doable with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hannah. All the best. Many congratulations. Very, very well deserved success. Very, very well
Thank you,
deserved.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you for choosing us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Chana, would you like to go next? Please, team, can we request Chana to turn on the mic and camera?
Hi, ma'am. Hello.
Hi, Chana.
How are you?
Congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good too. Good too. Chana, please share your story. We are all eager and keen to listen to such beautiful stories today.
Ma'am, I'm a bit conscious because I'm not used to this, but
It's
I'll
fine.
try my
Yeah.
best.
Just be yourself. You've done this. You've done this. It's over. It's a
Yes.
past already, right?
Yes,
Just be
ma'am.
yourself and think of if you can pass on your light, a little bit of it, and share it with other people. Just
Yes.
think of it like that, right?
Yes.
It's a sharing. Simple.
So, hi, everyone. I'm China. I'm 25 years old, and this was my second attempt. During my first attempt in September 2025, I self-studied. I thought let's just give it a try and see how it goes. And while I was self-studying, I one day I saw ma'am on Facebook, and I was really amazed the way ma'am teaches. I used to watch all of ma'am's public sessions, and I used to attend all the public mocks. But I myself studied on only the basic guidelines like TG and Odell infection controls, trauma guideline. Um, but unfortunately, I couldn't clear last time. And let me tell you, I could not clear even one cluster last time. And this time I made it. Only because of ma'am, this has happened. This time I joined crash course with ma'am. I studied for 3 months, December, January, and February. I studied 10 to 12 hours per day. But fortunately, I didn't have any responsibilities, and my family was very supporting. And ma'am was always there with me. I used to ask ma'am a lot of questions. Every time she answered very politely, very kindly. I'm so grateful, so grateful. I was not sure if I would make it or not, but the day the results came, and that was early morning, and I watched. Just I logged into my account, and I was seeing. I couldn't believe. Oh, this I made it. I just I don't have words. I was speechless at that time. This all has happened because of ma'am, and there is this air all around whenever we are studying, that ADC don't want to pass and this and that. But I remembered what ma'am said, that we can't complain the system we want ourselves to get into. I remembered this only, and that we have to get used to it, and we have to accept it as it is. uh, Yes, that's all, ma'am. That's all what I want to say. And congratulations to everyone who has cleared this time, and those who couldn't, you will definitely ace it next time. Just follow, I recommend just follow the Winspert study plan. I used to follow it exactly as ma'am said. I used to watch videos, I used to read hot notes and power notes and everything as the plan suggests and as the plan recommends. uh, it's just all worked out in the end. It feels intense in the start, but it's going to help you in the end, trust me. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Anna. So sweet of you.
Thank
And thank you for overcoming your nervousness and still
you.
being so kind and sharing your experience. All the very best for part two.
Thank
And you
you,
can
ma'am.
message me anytime you need any help from me.
Yes,
Okay?
ma'am. Thank you so much.
Good luck.
Thank you, ma'am.
Uh, Team, could we please request Ibadat to go next? Ibi, Mike and Cam, please. Hi,
Hello,
Ibi. How are
ma'am.
you?
Hi, how are you? Good, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, and congratulations to you too. There are so many people who have followed whatever you told them, and they've made it across the line. So
Of course.
big congratulations to you. This was my first attempt, and I can't thank Dr. Jigyasa enough because it was all her doing and it was all her patient giving us one bit by bit on what to do. I think I started my journey around August, and it was from day one, week one, day one. The first thing that ma'am messages you the day you join the course is start from day one, week one, and I think that is very important to follow. You and especially in a time where if you've joined the course before everyone, it's an extra bonus time for you. Make use of that time. Look up all the resources. Make sure you are well aware of what the app is giving you, because I feel like so many people have spoken before me. Everybody has a very different style of studying. Somebody likes to speak and study, somebody likes to read and study. But the best part is that the app will give you some form of resource that will be accustomed to how you like to study. And that is great because it's very helpful in whatever form of study you'd like to do. Go through her classes. At least the first 8 to 9 weeks of the plan will give you a very good insight on what the exam is going to look like or what the syllabus for the exam is. And then once the course is on repeat revision mode, then you can choose on whatever your style of studying is. But the first few 8 weeks, listen to all the classes. There are some classes that are on YouTube, for example, the implant series, the RPD series. I would be at my work and still be listening to those classes just like a podcast. Just listen to it like a podcast because something will go in your mind and that knowledge will stick to you. When ma'am keeps saying do your ICG, which is infection control guidelines, do your trauma guidelines 5 times, it is true. I would do it every evening when I would go for my walk. I would have my ICG or my trauma guidelines, and my people in my entire street would be looking at me as like, what is she reading? But I would keep reading those trauma guidelines, just one case, but I would read that when I was going for my walk. That 1 hour of walk, I would just dedicate to trauma guidelines and I would keep reading it on my walk. Then your ultimate advanced file 1, ultimate advanced file 2, solve them at least 2 to 3 times. Note what percentages you're getting every time, and then redo those quizzes. Listen to the ultimate advanced file volume 1 class, volume 2 class at least 2 times. Listen to all of those classes. even if you have to listen to them at 2x speed, but listen to them, because every time she tells you a concept, it'll just stick to you. And then the next time you're doing the question, that concept is just going on in your head, because the trick to the exam is revision. The number of times you hear the same thing, that plays on in your mind when you're giving the exam. TG change was such a big, huge change, and ma'am has gone through word by word for that new TG. Listen to those TG classes, and then you can do TG on your own. But for once, I think it is very, very important to listen to that TG class, because that word by word explanation sometimes gives you a concept which will help you in the exam. Because it's true, TG is a huge part of the exam, and no matter what other tutors were saying that, oh, it's not that important, it is very critical. It is the basis of your exam. As for mind maps, I did not have the time to read the mind maps. I did have the time to read hot notes, go through it, which is why when you do week one, day one plan, you will know what is sticking to you and what is not sticking to you. Because, for example, a very small thing was OPG age determination. For me, I think the OPG age determination in the hot notes was explained amazingly well. So every time I had to do OPG age determination, I would go to hot notes, not anything else but those hot notes. So you will find your tricks. Some people may have found it better in the class, but you'll find your tricks early on, and that is what will help you in the end, that you know which part to go to of the syllabus for what topic, because she's taken the same topic and explained you across so many different classes. Sometime it will stick to you. As for your board of sticky notes, I didn't have a wall. I had my entire house. I had given one disease to each room or to each wall. And in my head, I knew if it was an oroenteral communication case, I had to go to that room, and whatever drugs are written in that room, that is my. So instead of giving one wall, I had just given my entire house diseases, and the prescriptions were all over my house. But I think that helps, because in the exam, you know which wall to go to and which section you're looking at. So that is something that I ended up doing. But and also I feel it's very important to take breaks as well. Whatever you're doing, in the end, don't beat yourself to it. Take appropriate amount of breaks. Don't guilt yourself on those breaks, because sometimes we want to study so hard that we end up thinking if we take a break that we're losing out on things. It is not that way. I went for a cricket match 20 days before the exam just because I wanted to, and those breaks at regular intervals sometimes will really help, and when you come back and study, it just refreshes your mind a bit better. So, but thank you so much, ma'am, for all your support, for being available every minute, day, night, in, out, at all points.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ibadat. Beautiful strategy. I would have loved to see the picture of your entire house like that.
Whole wall.
One is TG room, one is ICG room, like that. That's an interesting take.
Yeah. My husband has sinusitis, and his entire bedside was all full of sinusitis issues and everything. And
Was that your joke on him?
yes, also.
Yes. Okay, that sounds like one, right?
It's a good one.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Congratulations. May you keep having fun, joy with learning.
Absolutely, I would say it is amazing that you will start loving the topics. I would have never imagined that I like oral medicine or mouth ulcers and stuff. And believe you me, I've come out as a person loving those things, because now I can actually diagnose it. Learn, trust me, just listen to the concepts, and once you diagnose it yourself, you the feeling of it is amazing, and because you it's the love for the subject that you discover in the whole process, and it's amazing.
I think that's the most important part. If you're not loving the process, if you're not having fun, whatever you're doing, if you're not having fun, loving it, enjoying it, as I always say, use joy as your compass. If you're not moving towards joy, if you're not having fun and loving whatever you're doing in your life, Simply,
It
that's
was a
confidence.
absolute love journey. It was a pemphigus pemphigod question. I still remember. I heard it the second time and I was like, how did I never learn it in undergraduate? What is the difference
Because
between
and we did it like Odell classes were fun, thousands are fun. Our what is it that occlusion classes in Prosto and so many. We've had always try to have fun with concepts, and I'll reiterate to my September batch also. Don't feel too nervous around concepts, even in the early stages. Try to enjoy it, and because we are soon going to start our UF2 new file, so yes, I'll teach you. Even if you find it hard to have fun while studying, don't worry. I'm going to teach you how to have fun, and let's all decorate our houses again with sticky notes with Ibadat's very, very important tip, right? Thank you, Ibadat. All the best. Best of luck for part two.
Thank you. I will come back to you.
Yes, keep in touch. Keep in touch.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you, Ibadat. Bye. Celine, could we please request you to come? And team, could we please request Celine to turn on the mic and cam? All right, Jocelyn. Can Jocelyn go next?
Yes.
Hi, Jocelyn.
Hi, ma'am. Just a second.
Congratulations.
Thank you
So,
so much, ma'am.
so happy. So happy for you.
Mm, yeah, I'm
Was
also so
waiting, was
happy.
waiting for this day.
Yes, yes.
We got,
And
yeah.
congrats to all those who have passed. And special thanks to you, ma'am. It was so good that I'm so grateful that I chose Winspert. Actually, it was my friend who recommended it. And to all those people who are here who are going to appear in September, I'm telling you, you are in safe hands. You just utilize this to your maximum. Um, like first time when I came to Australia, I had that feeling that ADC, like I heard from so many people also that ADC is something which we cannot, like it's very difficult. You will definitely have to leave your career. You will have to choose some other career. That's the most thing which I heard like after coming here. So I was so sad because we spent like 6 years, 5.5 years, and because of the COVID, it was like 6 years in dentistry. And how can we just leave all this behind and go somewhere? Like it was so tough to hear all those comments. But I would say to all those who are here, don't like leave your ears for those negative comments because after I met a girl, there was a girl whom I met in last year. She was the one actually who inspired me that this is achievable. This is not that like it is not very tough as you think. If you have a proper mentorship, you can definitely pass. Then I also thought, yeah, of course there are people who are passing. Someone should pass. So why can't that be like us? So we started discussing about all this, and she recommended Winspert to me, and that was one of the best decision in my life. And first time when I attended, I was not like initially I joined, but I was not initially preparing properly. I used to watch UF files, that videos I used to watch properly. And with that girl, and we had a study partner of 4 people. We were all students. So we used to meet in university and we used to book one study room and we used to sit there and that last week of that exam, we used to do this UF questions. She told to focus on all that. We did so many questions and afternoon we'll discuss. That one week was so good for me, so good. Like we got so many concepts at that time, and it was so late. But still, I could clear 3 papers. I was so happy because I only did that much, and still I could do this. So I understood we should focus that properly, and I should do little more things. Like TG, I didn't do much in first attempt. So next time when I did, I properly focused on TG, ICG, every topics, whatever you told. And about quizzes, like already I had some idea about this UF quizzes, and I started doing the quizzes. Like I did some of the videos, and after that I directly went to quizzes. After quizzes, whatever corrections I have, I then went back to the video and watched that properly again, so that all the questions were so thorough to me at that last point. Like last minute I had so many questions, so many doubts at the last moment. So many doubts came because at that was a moment where I was properly studying. I felt like so many concepts you will have doubts only when you study properly. That I understood at that moment. So, and you were the ma'am every time. Like sometimes I used to like wonder, this might be night in Dubai, so I'll definitely get the answer next day. But like within like the next half an hour or 1 hour, I used to get the answers. So I used to wonder when are you sleeping? Like you're always there whenever I used to ask the doubts. And study partner, that's like a really good part. I had like four friends first time when I attended. I was in Adelaide at that time. That was so like a good gang because they shared everything, whatever they knew. We used to sit together and discuss. But this time I had to move to Sydney. Here also I got a study partner. We used to discuss our doubts and everything. It was so good. So everyone, you should definitely get one study partner because the speed level which when you discuss with them is different. You can do so many things in a day, like when you discuss and do it, and the people will motivate each other, so that's also like really good. We'll have a positive feel when we discuss with these candidates itself rather than discussing with other people outside. Then one important thing, which like most of the people have already shared here, last year the exam was really easy. Like I felt as easy, but result was not that good. Like I didn't clear one paper last time, but this time paper was tough. The main difference I felt was last time so many keywords change was there. In every questions there was some changes, or the answers there would be better answer than the one which was there in the last time. So I have the tendency to stick with the answer which I have already studied last time. So this time I really understood that we should never stick with that answer because there might be variations, and we should try to understand that variation and change the answer accordingly. Like ma'am used to say that always, but last time I was not like ready to change that answer. Don't at all stick to your answers. There will be variation and try to understand that variation, and there will be some other better answer. So always read through the question properly, that keywords, and look all the proper options also. There will be one which is the best that you would have known, but you have the tendency to choose the one which you already studied. Never do that. Okay. Focus on that properly. Do maximum quizzes you can have. Like you can like last moment or I last 1 month, every week I used to do this UF1. First week I used to do UF1, look the answers, again go back to the videos wherever I have doubt. Second week I repeated the same. Third week I repeated the same. That was very useful for me. And TG also. That last time we had two classes, one with ma'am and one with tutor support. That was really useful. That was very useful because, like me and my study partner, we used to discuss. It is very difficult to complete that whole TG for in the last moment by ourselves. It was so useful when we had one class, and then we used to get a repetition of the same, so things used to stuck in our mind properly. It was so good, ma'am. I never had that thought I would clear ADC like back 1 year back. But now I'm standing here passing, like after passing ADC, I'm so proud and also I'm so happy. Uh, that best decision of choosing Winspert. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Jocelyn. Means a lot. And congratulations. It's a very, very well deserved. I've been with you, walked this journey. We've been in touch every day
Yes.
almost. So thank you
Mm,
for doing this for yourself and believing in yourself and continuing. I've seen you. You never let yourself, you've always believed in yourself, and I'm proud of you for that. And continue with this energy for your part two. And may you
yeah.
get success in everything you choose to do in life.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
All the best to you, Justin. Thank you.
Thank you.
Team, could we request Sapna? I know a lot of candidates are like, but we still have a lot many to go on, and we might have to do another session another week as well because there were so many winners and speakers, and I really want to hear everyone's story. I wish I could really bring all the 250 plus candidates that have passed with us on the meeting, and I wish I could. But yeah, somebody asked, we are still counting our past candidates list. We are still receiving messages, still completely dug in our phones and WhatsApp and groups. So we have made it around 250 plus and still counting. We will be officially announcing how many candidates took the March exam and how many cleared out of them. So here's to another winner of ours, Sapna. Please, team, could we request her to turn on the mic as well? Yeah. And
Hi,
we are
ma'am.
very
Thank you.
we're
Thank
gonna
you very much.
individually, yeah, sorry, just to cut you off, Sapna, just so we're gonna individually post each candidate's name and their testimonials and the messages that we've received with full transparency. So far we have been able to receive more than 250 past responses on our group for March candidates. So that has been amazing result and unbelievable so far. I still cannot, I think probably I'm not even realizing it. I'm just not there. Sapna, please, the stage is all yours. Share your story, inspire as many as you can.
Thank you very, very much, ma'am. I have to thank you first. This was all possible because of you. And the people who are sitting there, just close eyes and follow your journey. That is what I would say. And I can see all the people whom I used to see on the chat, like Chamatka and Bhavya, like seeing them, it's been like wonderful. The journey, I can relate Chamatka with the TMJ class with her one question. You made 1.5 hours, people were like, hey, why on TMJ? That one question, even I didn't know the answer. And I was like, I was ashamed. Like, whether will I be able to make at that point? It was, I remember, January, and we only had 8 to 10 weeks for the exam, and we are like struggling to answer. But you made it really easy. I'm telling the people who are thinking of starting late, please don't do that mistake. Everybody does. First 8 to 10 weeks, we just think, okay, we will do it later. I by myself could not do it because I was studying and I was working part-time. But later, from I think Jan first week, I was like, leave everything. I have to give ADC time, otherwise it is not possible. And I could do this in 2.5 months only because of Winspert, I used to say. But the thing is, I used to only listen to Dr. Jigyasa's videos from morning to night. It's only her videos. I'm not good at reading. So I can hear her voice even now. Even in exams, she was like, no, this is not the right answer. You have to go with this. This is like, she has built the concept so very well. Like, I cannot explain. I think my success mantra was UAF 1, 2, and MMF. I have done those on a repeat mode. I don't know, I do not have any counts, but yeah, the videos I have watched it again and again, again and again. And the TG4 live classes, I would tell that was a plus point for our batch. We were the luckiest batch to have Dr. Jigyasa 3 to 4 times a week. And it would be 3:30 a.m. in New Zealand, and I'm just opening my laptop and sleep learning. I don't know what is entering, but I know I have to attend her live classes. And then I think everybody has to attend live classes. It is very important. Tutor classes, everything, each and every class is very, very important. They have explained each and every point in it. Yes, Dr. Jigyasa, from the first class, she will be telling the questions will be not framed as we are putting here. There will be variation. She will cover all the variations too. But you have to be in a receptive mode, take all the positive things, her motivation, inspiring talk. Many a times we will be demotivated by some things happening around, the family, the work pressure, everything. But you text her once and she will be like, no, you are good to go. Just give one day, don't do anything today, just go for a walk, watch a movie. And she is been there from the first day, and like she will be your friend. I'm telling the close friend, which you will never have in your life. I am very, very happy that I have been part of this beautiful journey. And one more thing which I did personally was I always carried a mistake notebook whenever I used to like not know the concept, or the concept which were not clear, or again and again which I was going wrong. I just borrowed like a notebook and wrote down those points. And every morning I gave 15 to 20 minutes to that book, and that really helped. And I'm just telling trust Dr. Jigyasa. Just be on the receptive mode in the live classes. Just listen to her. Just gain all the knowledge. She will put all the 5 years of dentistry in those 5 months. You will learn more than what you have learned in dentistry, I would say. And she is the best. And the people who haven't enrolled are telling, just don't think. I was the one who had attended September success celebration. I was just sitting like you, wondering whether should I enroll or not. But I remember me and my husband is also a big fan of her now, hearing her voice all throughout the day from morning to night. I am just listening to her videos. So we just enrolled, and yes, I'm here, just I really trust Dr. Jigyasa, trust Winspert. I want to thank Dr. Akers, Kalai, and Anj. They were also very much helpful, and lots of love to Winspert family. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sapna. All the best to you for your part two, and may you keep continuing with the same zest and same love for learning. I wish you all the best.
I hope we have you in our part two. Hope you come with some surprise.
Yeah. Definitely, definitely. I'm planning something, and let me get back to you. I have something really planned. So let's see. I want to make sure that it's all up to the Winsport Part 1 level, because big shoes to fill up there.
Yes, I am literally having goosebumps and seeing so many people clearing, having so much of the success stories. It's truly
It's
a
beautiful.
blessing
Yes,
to
it's
have.
so inspiring. Yes, it is. It is really inspiring. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sapna. Team, could we request Tejasvi to go next with Cam and Mike as well?
Hi, ma'am. Hi, everyone. Uh, so I don't know what to tell, but yeah, this is my first attempt, and I'm a fresh grad. I joined Winspert in March when the success meet was going on. Then I was on the other end of the of my laptop, and I was like, how it would feel like when I'm on I'm the one speaking. But yeah, here I am now. I passed in my first attempt, and it was all because of Jigyasa ma'am. And the study plan that she gave, just follow it to the T, and you will pass it. I procrastinate a lot of things, but yeah, still I could do it. My I don't know what, but yeah, it was a good journey. My whole walls were filled too, and my dad was shouting at me, and he was like, why are you spoiling the walls when you have all the books in front of you? But yeah, it was it I had my ups and downs, and my friends really helped me through it, and ma'am was there. Ma'am helped me through it, all those every time she was available 24/7. And then I don't know what to tell. Yeah, it was a good journey. And
Tejasvi, you
yeah,
got successful. You
yeah,
just
yeah.
got a pass yesterday on an exam, which people really cry about. So
Yeah.
it's your moment,
Yes, mom.
and you did
Yeah,
it.
and yeah, and when we got the new TG, we were very afraid. But when we started studying it, it wasn't new. Anything in the TG wasn't new, because ma'am already covered it in the articles. It was not new at all. Yeah, and when on the exam day, I was too chill. I just went, and I just saw those questions, and they were very familiar. Variations were there, new ones were there, but I was not afraid. When I was stuck between two questions, rash technique helped me through it. The third paper was a bit tough because of the prosto questions. I was very weak in prosto. But ma'am, yeah, those RPD classes really were nice, ma'am. RPDM implant classes, they were really good. And CD classes, Dr. Kalai helped in the hot note sessions and all. And yeah, it was nice. And having a study partner is very good because we used to discuss every single thing, every single mistake we did in that mocks and all. Initially, I felt very bad when I scored less in the mocks. I texted ma'am, why am I getting less and all? But yeah, ma'am was like, no, that is not less marks. It is okay. Next time you improve it. And then when I started, studying those all the wrong questions, and again when I used to give the marks, I used to get good marks. And I remember the wrong ones more than the right ones I did. So yeah, we have to start somewhere, and don't listen to anyone who's telling you you will not get in your first attempt. You will get in your first attempt. And it definitely, it is a tough journey, but stick around and you will do it.
Thank you.
Thank
Great,
you.
inspiring, Tejasvi. Thank you so much. All the best. Do amazingly well in part two.
Yes, ma'am. I
And
hope
shine.
I clear part 2 in first attempt too.
You will. Believe in yourself and you will.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
we all have our perfect timings. We all
Yes,
do.
ma'am.
Right? I told you so many times, we are not going to be attached to the outcomes. Just keep
Yeah.
doing good work. Have fun while you do it. Believe
Yes.
in yourself and believe in God and
Yeah.
trust the timing of your life. That's
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
It'll all happen in its own sweet time. We're no rush. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes. Just enjoy the process. This is your one success, and soon part two will be another success.
Yeah. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, ma'am. I wouldn't have done it without you. Definitely.
You wouldn't have done it without the belief in yourself.
Yes.
Number one. Yes. So always maintain number one is belief in yourself, and before that, belief in God. That's it. I'm just a medium. That's all. It's
Yeah.
not me, it's you. I just show you what potential you already got. Nothing extra.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And
Thank you,
congratulations
Tejasvi.
to everyone who have cleared in whatever attempt is it. You have cleared it. That's it. That's what
Exactly. And
matters.
times do not matter, timings do not matter,
No.
because as I said also on the Monday class, it's the journey. You learn, you come out, always come out wiser, no matter how much time it takes. Thank you so much,
Thank you, ma'am.
Tejasvi. Team, could we request Jita for mic and cam? Team, could we please request Jita for mic and Jita? Could you please turn on cam and mic? Can you hear me, Jita? Okay, I think she's joining again. She got disconnected. Hi, Jita, can you hear me? Yeah, you have to turn on your mic as well. Wait. Hi.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's working.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ah,
Congratulations, Jita. Thank you for taking out time.
thank thank you so much, ma'am. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you and your entire team. It's, like I'm really thankful. I'm so grateful that I chose Winspert. It's my second attempt, and after the first attempt, I was so disheartened. I didn't want to try again, and I remember messaging you and asking you whether should I go for it again, and you told me just trust yourself, go for it. You told me that you will regret if you didn't try it again, and that was true, ma'am. It was like so true that I would definitely regret it if I even try it again. And this time I got like the last time it was a C for me, that cluster, particular cluster. And this time I got an A in that cluster. It was three A's and a B, and I was so happy with the results. I immediately messaged you telling you that you are the reason that I tried again, and I'm so thankful for that. I so my strategy, I think most of the people have covered everything that's required. You have to do the hot notes. I didn't do any articles, anything extra. So whatever was according to the study plan, I followed it to the T. Every lectures, I followed every classes, every live sessions, every hot notes, every quizzes. I did all. We had a plethora of quizzes, and I did almost all as far as I could complete. I did it, and my walls. I hope I could show you, but I am having a fractured leg and I'm stuck in my bed. If I could, I would show you my two walls. It's full of sticky notes. It's from ICGs, it's from TG, it's from all the important topics. It's full on the wall, and I would go through it every day. I would dedicate like my time to just go through my sticky notes. It really worked out wonders for me. So thank you for that idea. It was your idea to fill your walls with sticky notes, and I did it. Uh, and then UF 1 and 2, that's like the gold mines. You have every question. You can prepare for, even for the newest SBQ, you can prepare with that. Because ma'am always tells you how to like crack an SBQ, how to mark the keywords, how to form a provisional diagnosis. And but if you get your provisional diagnosis correct, it's like all the clusters will align correctly. It's like a like domino effect, like you used to say. If you get the PD wrong, it's going to like crumble down. But otherwise, if you get your PD right, it's going to be like a super successful journey. And I can vouch for that from my own personal experience. And regarding yeah, for me, prosto was the toughest subject. I never had any idea regarding prosto. In my UG days also, I almost hated prosto. I just somehow pushed myself to finish it. And I did the first mock, and I got some 50 percentage or something. And I remember messaging you and asking you, like, is it like the same for everybody, like everyone getting the same marks? And you told me, yeah, it's just the first time. You just have to study it more. The more you study, it will be better. And I have to thank Dr. Kalai. Her support classes for prosto was like, it was like so good. And the clinical concepts of prosto, that textbook you recommended, that 80-page textbook, you just have to go through one day, and it just clears your concepts so better that this time, whenever prosto questions came, I was not afraid. I knew the answers. It was like, yeah, this is just that. It's so simple for me. And this time, another thing that I made sure that I don't jump into conclusions. The last time, I think I made that mistake. I was more like biased towards the answers which I've already marked. I didn't think like it could be a variation, but this time I told my mind, I told myself that there could be a variation. Read it through, read it properly, read it once more, and I did that, and I could see that in my results. It did reflect through. And there is one thing I remember you told me that you will not be able to answer every question. There'll be some questions that you don't know. At the end, it should be anyway less than 10 questions should be flagged. And I kept counting after every paper. And I think my highest was like 7 questions. And I knew that at that moment, I knew, yes, this will be a pass for me. I knew that. And that's a strategy that worked. I can say that I can tell to my fellow mates who's about to write the exam, like make your concept so clear that at the end of the exam, when you look at the answers that you've flagged, it should be less than 10. It's a sure pass for you. Don't worry. That's the thing. And yeah, now part two, we are waiting for your surprise. I need your guidance. I'm like
Yeah.
totally
I
clueless
don't
what to
know.
do.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't count too much on that. Please don't put that much pressure on me. But yes, definitely someone who knows it really best. And I can just sprinkle a little bit of Winspert magic on it. That's all I can do. But I don't do part two. So don't put that pressure on me, please. I'm
But
good
I
doing part
trust
one.
you.
Yes, I can
I
only
trust
come
you.
and support you because I get that every single time. And this time I thought, let's do it. And, if you just want to talk to me about part two, let's do it. I didn't do it. So part one is my thing and I want to keep doing my thing. I don't want to be jack of all and master of none. I'd rather be master of part one. And that's enough for me. And
And
for but I remember did that with your thing that initially when you felt that, of giving up and then not doing it, and then you did even the plan you didn't want to do for some days, you felt like I can't do
yeah.
the plan also, remember? So how you got that? Would you be like happy to share it with others and what
Yeah.
courage, how you gathered that and stuck to the plan and continued it despite that low?
First time when I was trying it again, I was like, I already know this stuff. Why am I doing it again? It was like very negative attitude from my side, and my friends who tried it and who didn't like pass with me along with that time, they told me like ADC is like impossible to get through. It's like you don't have any transparency. They don't release their answer keys. You don't know. And they were like very demotivating. I can actually say that. And I sat with my parents. Actually, I'm blessed in such a way that they were like really like pushing me, like you can try it. We'll support you. And I didn't have any other responsibilities, thankfully. So they told me that you can try it. It's a good time. You have a good mentor. Just go for it. We'll support you in all ways that we can. And I told myself that instead of looking at like you're trying again, look like yeah, you know the concepts. It's more like a revision. Maybe everyone is doing this 5 times and you're trying to do it like for 10 times. You'll retain more, right? You'll get more concepts. You'll be more clearer. Your concepts will be more solid. So I changed my attitude after like 1 to 2 weeks. And that I think that change in my attitude itself is the reason that I could again do it. After 2 weeks lag also, I did it and I finished the program on time. And yes, the results are here. And I remember we joking that we could carry Jigyasa ma'am as a clone in our pockets so that she'll sit on us and whisper in our ears. And that was what I felt in the exam. Like she was telling me, like, no, that's not the answer. You have to look at the variation. You have to look like this. It was literally like that for me, ma'am.
Thinking yesterday I should patent variation in some Winspert way. Because the
Yes,
way we do variations, I think it's not just UF1, it's not just UF2. What people see from outside is okay, these are two files. I would say when we do the live classes, we do 10x of those files.
yes,
Because every question, I think, if not more, minimum 5 to 6 variations we discuss for every question. What if that history changes? What if that drug changes? What if the age changes? What if the HbA1c changes? So I think we should also coin like rash technique, something with the variations
yes.
that we do
Variations. That's
internally. I
that's
have to
very true.
I have to
That's
come up
very
with
true.
some very patent name for that technique also. Variations, because it's not just exam questions. It is not just doing the questions and mugging up the answer. It is always understanding and grasping the concept and knowing the variations beforehand and not getting
Yeah.
surprised in the examination.
Yes.
I think that's what happened with this batch. Everybody came out after the exam and they told me, ma'am, variations came, they could tell, because I know when students say, ma'am, it was all same. And then I'm like, no, it wasn't same. It wasn't. And this time, students came out and they said, ma'am, there were variations, but we were able to answer. Then I know, yes, absolutely. Then they found the keywords. And one secret, can I tell you, like September batch candidates who are here, can I tell you that this has been a very superstitious thing, but let me tell it so that we can do more of it in the September batch. And I think Tuba also emphasized a lot on it, watch live class. I have been emphasizing a lot on it. I've always seen as many students watch live classes in every batch. That's the number of pass that I get almost every time. So this time 250 plus students were watching live and that's what we got the result. If last time we got about 180, 190, I don't remember exact number, but that many students were watching live. So if this September batch we can commit to have more than 300 people watching live, so next result we can really achieve 300 plus pass. So let's do that. And I've seen it work like that. Live classes are so important, so important. Cannot emphasize enough on it. And this time I'm going to make sure more than 350 people should show up live. That makes a lot of difference. Chita, you used to be in live. I
Yes,
remember I
yes,
used to
yes.
call
I
out
used
your
to
name.
attend every live
Yeah,
classes.
I
I've
know your
never missed
name.
one.
And I know because live candidates I've seen they always crack. And as many people come for live, as many people we see on the pass. So let's make it like our agenda, most important
Yes,
target to
it should
have.
be a mandatory thing.
Yes, yes. I should incentivize people who join live, and I should do something, you know, to those punish a little bit, maybe be a stricter teacher.
And I want to thank you for the TG4 classes as well.
Yeah.
Like I was preparing, like it's almost been 1 year, and when the TG4 version came, I was like skeptical whether I should do that or version 3, and you told me like it's like 70% same. You just have to like just small topics only, and it was like mostly same only. Just
Yeah.
certain drug regimens was changed and certain new chapters were added. So thank you so much, ma'am. Like you were not well and you still showed up and to classes for us. I'll never forget that. So thank you so much.
I think I
Thank,
will never also forget those. I'm very embarrassed for the future batches because they are going to see me gasping for air and taking my pumps in between. So that's my embarrassment for life. Putting up those classes, being sick, but this is what really builds up. It's actually imperfections where the beauty and the honesty lies, right?
yes, ma'am.
The honesty of your effort will never look like perfect. It will always look like irregular curves in life and making mistakes and then coming up. And so I think the best things in life are not perfect. They are just honest. They are just your best at every single day, even on your lowest days. Even if your 10% is your best that day, I think that's the best thing in the life, not the perfection. Your every day cannot be that, but giving your best, showing up with whatever capacity you
Yeah.
have on that day, and still just giving it all. That's what matters, no matter how imperfect. Don't chase perfection, as I say. Just be the excellent self who does things honestly. Be honest to yourself, trust in yourself. All the best to everyone, and we still have four more speakers.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much,
much.
ma'am, and congratulations to all my fellow batchmates who have passed, and all the best for the future candidates as well. Please trust ma'am blindly and follow the plan. You will get through it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Chitan. Nidin, team, could we please request Nidin to turn on the mic and cam? Nidin, are you there? Cross the book is on the drive, Samina. Yes. Laura, some of the amalgam questions in their errors are still showing up in the exam. I would not recommend leaving everything. Okay. The next is Anaga. Anaga team, could we please request Anaga?
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Anaga. How are you?
I'm very good,
Congratulations.
ma'am. How are you? Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes.
So, yes, ma'am.
Please go on. Thank you so much for waiting so long also. Please, but it's so
Thank you so
important,
much, ma'am.
everyone's story, and we have so many winners today and many more for the next meeting as well. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, my sound is not so clear, but I can understand. I was also like on the other side listening to the success meet. Like, I messaged you on the day of the success meet, like, I want to join the course, ma'am, on the October 2nd or October 1st. I joined your course. So I'm so happy. So this is like my first attempt, and I graduated in 21, and I had like 2, 3 years gap since I had a baby and all. So I have a baby. He's 3 years old now, and I had two friends who also passed in their first attempt from Winspert. So they guided me. They told me that okay, Jigyasa ma'am. So for ADC, if there is anyone, that is Jigyasa ma'am. So I'm so happy that I was with you, and almost all the points are covered by these students earlier. Like so my friends already covered all the points, but one thing which I want to say is repeat repeat whatever sources you're studying. We have a lot of sources. Winspert has provided us with everything that we need. UF, UF1, UF2, MMF, and the GEMs are the tutor support classes. The article classes, everything are gems. And I would really like to take this chance to appreciate Dr. Rekas also. I really loved her TG4 revision classes. She used to uh, clear all our doubts as well. And you also, ma'am, I used to ask ma'am the silliest of all my doubts. I used to ask her the silliest doubts. Don't hesitate to ask her that. She will definitely answer you back. Uh, I don't know. I'm so happy that I'm with the Winspert team, and trust her, and try to follow the timetable to the T, because you will get, you will repeat everything that is in your, like, through the course, you will repeat everything. So that really helps you a lot to stick in with your concepts and everything. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Rab.
Thank you, Anaga. All the best for your
Thank you
part
so
two
much, Rab.
and
Thank you so much.
time to celebrate. Thank you so much. Team, could we request Amandeep, and then Niharika after that? Aman? Yeah, hi, Aman. Team, could we also ask her for mic?
Hello, Dr. Jigyasa.
Hi, Aman. Congratulations. Thank you so much for taking out time for us.
Thank you so much. It's really a pleasure. I joined your course. And first of all, congratulations to my other batchmates as well who have cleared this time. And who could not clear, please do not quit here. You may be the next one, you never know. I'm also the repeat attempter. I literally was living for this moment when I was thinking when I can speak for someone, and then I can inspire other people. But I joined your course for the first time, and I literally follow your plan from the very first day. Week 1 to week 8, literally did not miss any lecture, and then all your mocks are great, and ultimate advanced files, these are the treasure for ADC. Please do not miss any variations that Dr. Jikas is talking about in the live classes. You can read the power notes, but recording lectures or live classes are something different when Dr. Jikas is talking about all the variations. And what I was doing, I was listening Dr. Jigyasa first, TG lectures, Odell, trauma guidelines. So I don't want to create any wrong concept in my brain. So then after that, I was reading on my own. So it really helped me. And then I think most of the points really covered all my other by the other friends. So yes, exam had variation every time. So just focus on the variation, and when I was attempting the question, I was keep reminding myself, please do not forget to make a provisional diagnosis, Aman, because that's where your investigation gonna start, and then you're gonna make a perfect diagnosis and then management. So I was in a line how you were teaching that tips and tricks, and then and when you are in exam, please have some control on your nerves. And when you're seeing if it's 30 minutes left, please don't get panic. 10 minutes left, don't get panic, because next two scenarios, you never know. All those five questions you can solve in even 5 minutes, or even in less time. So just have some patience when you're solving the question. Carefully read the scenario, and yes, surround yourself with the good people. And one more thing, uh, I have two kids, and they were both under 3. So if I can do, it was very hard. I was having a hard time. I don't have much time all the time, because during the daytime it was just I was looking after them, bathing, and then caring and feeding. My whole day was goes just looking after them. So I was using my quiet time when they were sleeping, when they were having nap, or early morning. So yeah, and that's all, and all the very best who's going to give exam in September. And thank you so much, Dr. Jigyasa. I could not do without your direction.
Thank you. Thank you, Aman, and all the best for your next step, the part 2. Aman, if you would please take some more moments after this on Zoom chat. There are people asking you some questions as well there. Thank you. Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Team, could we have Niharika? Niharika, scam and Mike. Is Niharika here? Niharika, are you here? All right. I think she's not here. So I think we are covered with our list of speakers that we had today. And anyone else here who's from March and wants to go and share their story? Otherwise, we are planning another session. And we are also bringing another session for you all where we will be having more speakers because there were so many other winners, but we could not accommodate so many in just one class. So probably we will be meeting again next week and they will be bringing more if you have more questions, because now after listening to today's speakers, I'm sure you have more questions. I'm sure you have, probably you want to know the processes and strategies based on people's responsibilities. Some people have kids and families, and so there are, every student has a different story and a different life situation. If there's any question that you have, please, we will be looking forward. And Niharika is here. Niharika, are you here? Would you be going as our last speaker? Yeah, no, it's Aman still here. Niharika, are you there? Okay, I think it's her network issue, something. All right, no problem. I think Niharika, our last speaker, is having some internet issues, but that's okay. We are going to be seeing each other again. I will be requesting more of the March winners. Probably the next week we will be meeting. And this week is fully packed. We have a lot of things to do. And I think a lot of people are gone now, but I would say that tomorrow is our most important UF2 class, first class of this batch. The UF2 file is ready. I showed you on the Monday orientation session as well. I want 350 plus attendance at least for this batch. I'm going to come on WhatsApp. I'm going to charge you up, put you all in turbo mode, and I don't want anyone missing out on live classes now. So we have to make that happen. I know you want to think that because recordings are available, I also tell, okay, fine, you can't attend it. But unless it's an emergency, I'd say stick at least the UF2 classes. Do not miss the live Thursdays. They're going to be Thursdays. And eventually in the later weeks, I will be doing two UF2 also because we'll have to finish it by week 18 before Grand Mock. But I'd say, please do not miss any live UF2. I want fully packed UF2 sessions. Can I really, really request you and then firmly also tell you, command you to attend UF2 live? We got to make sure 350 plus people get that, at least live. I understand a lot of you may be busy. It could be a busy time with family, but if you can make some arrangements, it's just 90, 100, 120 minutes max every week once. If you commit to that and you show up live, because it's extremely important, you cannot grasp the way the engagement, the live interaction works. I don't know what's the magic in live class. I don't know. I cannot put my finger on that, but there is something with the live classes which has always worked, and I've always seen as many people coming to the live classes, the past results would go beyond that. This has been a trend and I want to continue. This time we made 250 plus. Let's commit to 350 plus for the next batch and let's make it happen. I mean, I'm sure it's a huge goal. It may be hard, may not be, but let's strive for it. Let's try to achieve it. If we come, because initially I deliver the lecture, and when you're there in that receptive mode, I think the trance that builds up in the live session, and the trance state that you go in, the seeping in of the concepts that happen in the live classes. There has to be some kind of brain wave that you achieve, we all achieve in that live class, that somehow makes concepts stick better. And that brain state is not achieved in recording. So with UF1, MMF, you can do that. But UF2, if you watch live, the brain state that you will go to in that class, I promise you that, there's another trance that we achieve together. So looking forward to have you all tomorrow with our first UF2 live class. And yeah, if you're looking to join a course and you think that this family resonates with you, Winspert way, Winspert variations, that's a task. I have to think of a name for, I have to patent my variation thing. Like we did the TG drug regime file, the UAF files, the MMF files, and the rash technique. I got to do something about variations now. It is becoming the Winspert thing. And while during the class, I also thought this is the Winspert wall of fame, which I tell each one of you to create with your sticky notes. So with this batch also, I will be asking you in each live class to make your own Winspert wall of fame with your sticky notes, with your concepts. Fill up your walls around that, fill up your entire home like Ibi did that. It does something. This is just creating an environment which is positive, which is conducive, which reflects your dedication, which reflects your dream, which reflects your journey. And I don't know how these things work, but there is something that they work like that, right? They just have this certain beauty to it. So let's continue making our Winspert wall of fames. Let's continue to learn our rash technique. Let's continue to do our plan, the Winspert way, the WRA, watch, read, assess strategy. And in the class, we'll do the variations and I'll quickly come up with a cool name for that as well, right? Thank you so much. Time to reduce screen time, because Winspert is going to be all your screen time entire day. So no scrolling and no going deep into this Instagram, Facebook, reels and scroll holes. And I hope we all connect together, learn together, and just be in this journey together. Together, everything becomes easier, right? So I know we all can do on ourselves, but just when we are together, discussing the concepts, learning together, sharing doubts, discussing doubts, it's just all becomes way easier. So you're not alone in this journey. I'm there with you all, and I'm looking forward to have you all tomorrow. Friday, you have another live class with me, internal class. And thank you so much, Sapna. It's not me. Trust me, it's not me. I'm being very honest, it's not me. So as I say, I'm just a medium. I'm just somebody who's reflecting your own light back to you. So it's all your light. It's all your own potential that I just help you see. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sapna. Thank you for taking out time today. Thank you, everyone, each one of you. And it was a beautiful class indeed, right? I mean, such a beautiful celebration of hard work, for tears and all the pain and all the giving up and then not giving up and then coming back, showing up, the grit, the integrity, the resilience. That's all what we are made of, right? So it's just a remembrance of who we truly are. Thank you so much for remembering together. Thank you so much for seeing it in each of ourselves that this is what we are made of, and we can do much, much greater than this. Together, we can do even greater. Thank you so much. Truly means a lot. Thank you. Truly grateful for each one of you, the one who shared their success, the one who have to take one another chance, and the one who are going it for the first time in September. There are different stories, but there is just one end goal, which is freedom and love and knowledge, which you will achieve with your ADC dream, the freedom to live the life the way you want, the freedom to be who you want to be, and loving your life. Because as who said that in today's meeting, that give it, Prakshi said that, right? That do not give up on your dreams, because when you're in your 50s and 60s, you do not want to look back and say, why I quit, when I could have kept going on. Few more years I could have given to this dream, and just enjoy that freedom and love of being who you really want to be. We all can do that, right? I mean, my son asked me the other day, Mom, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I was like, I'm grown up. I've become what I wanted to become. He's like, no, what do you want to be when you grow up even more? And I did not know what to say. But, at no age, whether you're 44, you're 54, you're 50, or 25, 30, no matter what age you are, don't stop dreaming. Don't stop wanting and dreaming and becoming. You can become, you can be at any age, and just go for it. So I know I have to tell him something. What do I want to be when I grow up? That's a good question. He just told me that no, you have to still grow up more. So what do you want to be then? So never stop asking yourself, who do I want to be? Right? Who do I want to help? Who do I want to serve? Because when you become a dentist in Australia, you're going to be serving so many people, you're going to be serving so many smiles and changing lives every single day. And then the freedom and the love that you will have for yourself, everything combined will make all these hardships and ups and downs worthwhile. So do not quit. Just keep going, keep trusting in yourself, and keep trusting in the God, and success will always be there. Success will become so trivial because there will be bigger things that you will see that you're gaining out of all of it. So success will be just 5%. A pass and a degree and a license will just be 5% of this journey, when you will gain so much. You will become so much with this journey. So welcome to Winspert. Welcome to our family, and welcome to our way of doing things. And I don't know, Carolyn, but yeah, I just know that these are the words at one age, at one time, I wanted to hear. Probably I had nobody to say those words to me. And I thought that what if I could say those words to somebody? Because I was looking for those words. I remember distinctly when I was studying for my exams, I was doing my PG preparations, UG preparations, and I used to feel like, oh, I wish I had some mentor who would come and tell me good things. I need some kick, I need some kick. And I had to keep, putting it in my ears myself. I had to self-motivate myself so much. But I knew that I could not get a mentor, but I can at least become one. I can be that person who I was looking for myself. So I hope I can be that person who I was looking for all my life, to you all. And I'm always going to be with you, always with you, even after you clear your journey, even after you finish your ADC. You can drop me a text. Like I still, my students message me after 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. And I love listening from them. I love hearing from them. A little message. And it just makes my day. It just makes me happy that, yeah, I could be of some use for someone. Right? So probably I want to be more of this. I'll tell my son I want to be more of service to my students. I want to be more of a support system and a friend and a mentor. So yeah, and you have to be more of a dentist. You have to be more of a healthcare professional who is going to change so many people's life. And I'm glad you chose me for this, and you chose me. You put your trust in me. You put your belief in me, because I believe in you and I believe in each one of you. And show up on live classes, okay? I'm going to be very strict about that. Show up on live classes so I can give you this motivational dose every single time we meet live. It will not work on recordings. Trust me, I will put you in a trance. We'll have our own concert, electronic music and trance and everything. We're going to do that, achieve that, the beta state, the alpha state, the gamma state, and we're going to go to those states and learn and then come out successful in exam. So who all is with me? Say a big yes, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'm always with you. All right. And I'm going to come back on WhatsApp group. I'm going to push you so hard to come on live. 350 plus at least. You're going to push your study partners. Each one of you is going to find your study partner. Okay? Each one of you are going to find your study partner, have an accountability partner, and then bring them on live classes, and we're going to have so much learning together. And I don't let you talk a lot during the live. It's not that you keep talking and keep asking. We just keep questions towards the end. It's just something else. The way I make you sit and listen and hold you there, it's magical. The live class experiences are magical. Just be there. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Thank you, each one of you. Have a great evening and a great night. Thank you, Sapna. I try to do my best, and I'm truly grateful you all chose me. I mean, it's an honor to be of service. To be honest, I'm happy serving. I WhatsApp my energy. I can only send it to you like that, Rahul. May you catch it like this. So in the live class, you will get my energy. I give quantas of my energy, the packs. I throw it, shoot it in the air. So be there on the live class if you want to catch it. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, Sapna. Thank you, Jatinder. I'll see you all on WhatsApp group tomorrow before class. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Ananya. Thank you, Jaslyn. So happy for you. So happy. Thank you, Jatis. Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye, Marjorie. Bye, Aisha. Bye, Vaishnavi. Thank you. Thank you, Supreet. I'll see you tomorrow for our UF2 first class. I have a lot to do today. Study for tomorrow. All right. Bye bye. Won't keep you all for long.